Hi, my name is Blessing, and I'm an alcoholic and an addict. I'm going to tell you a little bit what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. My whole life, I felt like I didn't fit in. And when I first started drinking at the age of 15, I felt like I found the solution. Alcohol and pills were never my problem. They were always the solution for me. I used to drink because it was fun. In college, it was fun. And when I got married and had kids, it stopped being fun. And I stopped drinking about 7 years ago, but unfortunately, I wasn't ready to give up the pills. And it affected the people around me. It affected my kids, it affected my marriage, it affected, my parents, and my husband of 20 years left me. My daughter, who was in college, wouldn't speak to me. And my son, who was still at home, was confused. And I spent 3 weeks isolating and really close to death. And my sponsor and my husband actually had an intervention. And I knew that I needed to get busy living or get busy dying. I really didn't have a choice. And so they brought me to Ridgeview, and it was definitely not on my list of things I wanted to do when I grew up. I was so scared, humiliated, full of shame when I got here. I thought my life was over. I really thought it was the worst day of my life. I didn't know it was going to be the very best. I finally ceased fighting everything and everybody, and I finally asked for help. And all of that shame I felt and the humiliation I felt slowly turned into humility for me, and asking for help and listening for the first time and trying not to do it my way and taking suggestions. I was told to go to the on-residence halfway house, and I did that. And then I did the PHP program and the IOP program, which was enlightening. I'd never been to anything like that before. And what I absolutely loved about Ridgeview was the importance they stress about the family. I really came to understand that addiction is a disease, and we are not a bunch of bad people trying to get good. We're a bunch of sick people trying to get well. And I held on to that. And as soon as I could, I joined the Alumni Association, because when I was in detox, I'd been to plenty of AA meetings, but this offered something different, because the people that came into the detox center were alcoholics, addicts, people with other mental issues that I could relate to. And I remember thinking that this felt like home. And for me, my whole life, I really wanted to fit in somewhere, but I never quite felt I did. And Ridgeview gave me that opportunity to finally fit in somewhere. I am truly grateful. Ridgeview did save my life. It took a lot of work. It is trudging the road to happy destiny. But, next month I'll be celebrating 25 years with my amazing husband. And my daughter is in grad school to become an addiction counselor. And, my son is thriving at college. And we have never been closer, my family. And I credit that, so much to Ridgeview and what it offered me. And I love that I can hold my head up high when I walk into a room. And I will, like I said, I'll always be grateful for Ridgeview for giving my life back and giving me back and giving me a sense of purpose.